Let's go across to Milan Bavishi now. He's Head Commodity Research at Inventure Growth and Securities, and he joins us in Mumbai studios with his set of strategies. Milan, hi, welcome to the show. Let's start with gold and silver first, because this is one space that has seen some profit taking after the kind of gain that we have seen in last 4 sessions. Essentially, in case of gold prices, where do you see levels coming in now?
See, first of all, these commodities are actually in a downtrend. Whatever rise that we are seeing currently is mainly because of a pullback that comes after a sharp fall. So if one wants to trade this pullback, he can go long on these commodities. But eventually these commodities will come down again, but after a certain rise. See, why I am saying that gold will come down after certain rises? Gold has been used as a hedge against inflation. Now if the economies go into recessionary period where there is deflation, gold's attractiveness as a hedge against inflation is reduced, right? So see, right now I am a buyer for trading purpose, I am a buyer in gold. I see gold levels to come to $16.99 and above that $17.30 on COMEX. So that would be my trading strategy right now, that I will go long on gold for trading purpose only.
Absolutely. How about the silver prices? Because we have seen a bit of a profit taking on them in today's market today. Do you see that also as an opportunity to buy? Yes,
I am a buyer on silver on dips. Why? Because see, entirely if you see the rise of silver from $3.50 on COMEX to $50, the current fall has taken support at $26, which is exactly 50% retracement on technical analysis point of view. So this retracement is a good support level, and I think silver can eventually rise up till $36 on COMEX, and from there we'll again see downfall. So till that level I'm a buyer in silver too.
How about the copper prices? Because last 1 week we saw copper prices gain up by nearly 13%. Today, of course, is a weaker day. All of the commodities have seen a bit of a decline. 3% down is how copper also is trading. How would you want to play these levels?
See, copper on MCX, once it has broken 380 levels, it has gone into a downtrend. Also, recessionary pressures will continue to act on the commodity on the downside. I am a seller on copper with a stop loss of 367, and my targets, small near-term targets, would be 346.
Would you say that most of the base metals would actually follow copper in that sense? Are you looking at a decline across board?
Yeah, that's right.
How about the energy space then? Because we have seen a bit of a profit taking come in for that as well. Though the fundamentals have been positive because of what's happening in Nigeria and Kuwait and Iran, there have been supply concerns from all of these places. But would you say that energy also would work with a larger part in commodities?
See, what is happening is in crude oil, if you see, crude oil has taken a support at $75, which is actually a double bottom for it. Now after that it has given a sharp up move. And but now I believe that crude oil has a resistance around $87–88. Now around those zone it becomes actually a sell.
So what kind of levels would you be looking at the lower side in case of crude?
See, in medium term level, I think crude can come down to $65. That's on a medium term, but for trading purpose for the day, I would go short on it for the targets of 4,100.
How much of importance would you give in sense of Indian rupee to this? Because though we have seen huge movements or huge volatility in the international markets, Indian prices haven't moved so much in comparison. Yeah,
that's because USD INR is rising constantly, and it is giving support to because of the parity purpose, it is giving support to the prices. But eventually these commodities are in a downtrend. One must not overlook at that fact. And ultimately all these commodities are sell on rise, so participate on that side of the trade for larger profits.
All right, Milan, we'll let you go at that. Thank you so much for joining us with your view on all of those commodities. Well, larger downside is what Milan is looking at in all of those commodities, but buy into gold and silver at these current levels or dips is what he's advising, at least for intraday and near-term markets.